into quarantine edition number 4 of the Weekly Warrior Preview. I'm Jerry Young, and I'm joined again this week, as always, by Donette Logan, Donette, I want to tell you what, I know it's quarantine, but we're getting it done so far.
You know, we are getting it done, and our athletes are hard at work still. In fact, we're spending the next few weeks to kind of interview our senior spring athletes and give them just a little bit more exposure. So this week, we're going to talk baseball and soccer, and also Thompson High School had an amazing tribute the other night, one that kind of brought me to tears. We're going to talk to Dr. Hester about that and so much more. But first, speaking of getting it done, our sponsors are finding unique ways to stay busy, including Gym Time, Sassy Shopper, and so many more. We're going to have a quick break and a word from them, and we'll be right back.
In these changing times, we want all of our local businesses to know how much they mean to our communities. Most, if not all, are still open and conducting business in some way or another. So please contact each business directly to find out how we can continue to support them. We also want all of our student athletes to know how proud we are of you, and we're looking forward to seeing you back in action soon. Thanks for watching the Weekly Warrior Preview right here on Alabaster Living.
Welcome back to the Weekly Warrior Preview. And Jerry, spring sports, we know soccer is a big component. We talked to girls soccer last week, but this week you had a chance to talk to a few of our senior soccer players.
I did, Donette. I talked to Coach Rusty Cowley, and he gave us a couple of really good guys, and we got some more to put on in another week or two. But here's what a couple of the senior soccer guys had to say. Hello, everyone, and welcome in again as we're about to talk to some guys from soccer. MJ Dembo join us, and also Connor Fulford is on the line with us as well. So they're both quarantined at their house. Let's start with you, MJ. How you doing, buddy?
I'm doing pretty good. Just living life.
Living life. Let me just ask you, did you think that the last time you were on the soccer field would have been your last? This is just basically came out of nowhere, didn't it?
Yeah, I mean, it was kind of awkward for me thinking about it later because I was like, I never got to tell my teammates, how much they meant to me and to, just let everybody know that it was my last time, my last stand.
Tell me what your plans are from here. I know, finishing up the senior year, of course. Where are you headed from here, MJ?
I committed to Birmingham Southern College about a month ago.
So you're going to be headed over there. I guess you'll just live at home and commute back and forth, right?
Yes, sir.
Okay. I'll come back to you in just a minute. Connor, let's go over to you. Connor, same question. What was it like to find out you weren't going to play soccer in high school anymore?
It was pretty devastating. We all knew the end was coming. We just didn't think it was going to be so soon.
Obviously, your goal was to make it to Huntsville to play in the state finals. What were you doing? Had y'all actually started, or you hadn't really played a game yet this year, have you?
We got about 14 games in to our season, and we had only lost one and tied one. So we were doing really well.
What position do you play?
I play striker.
Okay. MJ, let's go back to you, buddy. I want you to take this time. Just all your teammates are watching you right now and listening to you. What do you want to tell them if you were walking off the field? Anything you want to say to them? Just talk from your heart just a minute.
I mean, for my older guys, the seniors that are graduating, I had a great time with them, and I just want them to know that every moment I played my heart out for them, and I care so much for them, and we bonded so much over the past season that we did have, and it was a great experience to have with those seniors and for us to set an example for the program and change the culture. And for our younger guys, keep it up, keep doing what you're doing. Make sure that, we keep the same culture, we keep the same pride, and we keep the same strength within our team, and we let that pride go throughout our program for the rest of the years to come.
Well said, MJ. Well said. Connor, let me go back to you. What are you going to do now that the season's over? What's your next step in life?
I decided I wasn't going to play anywhere in college, and I'm going to the University of Alabama.
Okay. Same thing that I just did with MJ. All your teammates are watching you right now. What do you want to tell them?
Younger guys, finish what we started. Bring home a championship next year, make us proud if we couldn't do it. But next best thing is watching them do it. To the older guys, wherever life takes you, hope you find success.
Well, I know your coach is very proud of you. I've talked to him over the last couple of days. He's going to join us on another show in the future. But you've got a great program. Thanks, seniors, for what you've done. And sorry that your year had to end this way, but it'll certainly be memorable, won't it?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Thanks a lot, guys. 2 members of the soccer team at Thompson High.
Amazing guys to sit there and talk to, Jerry. I know next week we'll have 2 more of our soccer seniors as long as technology allows that to happen. We're going to take a quick break, but first we want to thank our sponsors. If you have not been to Gym Time, take time, stop by and see it. It is now a grocery store. These guys are finding unique ways to stay open, and right now it's more important than ever to support them. We're going to take a quick break and be right back on the Weekly Warrior Preview.
In these changing times, we want all of our local businesses to know how much they mean to our communities. Most, if not all, are still open and conducting business in some way or another. So please contact each business directly to find out how we can continue to support them. We also want all of our student athletes to know how proud we are of you, and we're looking forward to seeing you back in action soon. Thanks for watching the Weekly Warrior Preview right here on Alabaster Living.
Welcome back in the Weekly Warrior Preview. One of the things that we're doing is by doing our show on Zoom, we have to wait till one person stops talking till the other one starts. So a little bit of hesitation there, but that's okay because it gives me time to think about what I'm going to answer when Donette asks me something. So she can't catch me off guard. Isn't that right, Donette?
I can't catch you off guard. I can't talk over you. This is a nightmare for me. I'm used to having you right next to me to pick on and give a hard time to. Jerry, it's so funny as we get ready to do these interviews on Zoom and the players start coming on, you see them cutting up and joking. This week we had just 4 of our baseball seniors, and you watched them, they're all laughing at each other. So it's just good to kind of chat with them and see what's next. But here's what 4 of our guys had to say about the next chapter for them. We are joined now by just 4 of our high school seniors for the Thompson baseball team. We've got Josh Roberts, Harrison Poplin, Saxon Killer, and Josh Mayhem. And I said those names wrong. I apologize, Mom and Dad, but you guys, it's the first time I got to meet you, and I hate that it's over Zoom, but you guys have been fantastic on getting information to us. So we wanted to kind of give you a chance just to kind of showcase you guys a little bit as we kind of, say goodbye to our spring sports. We're going to start one at a time here. I'm going to start with Harrison. Harrison, when you found out the season was done, just talk about those emotions that went through at that point in time with you and your teammates.
It sucked because we knew we had a good team this year. Like, the chemistry was good. We were all cool with each other. And just the energy was a lot better from last year. We knew we had a chance, not just to make playoffs, but to go deep in it. So it being cut short it just sucked for real.
Okay, Saxon, we're going to go with you now and kind of chat a little bit. It's your senior year, and you have played since you were 6 years old. And right now, for you do have a college that's next for you, but you're not going to play baseball. So this was it. So we always hear, you play each game like it's your last, and that was your last game. How much is there anything you wish you would have done differently, or is there something you wish you could change from that last game, knowing that was it?
Honestly, not really. I think because Coach Hamrick on the bus ride down there, he said that, we're going to have to just take it game by game right now. We don't know how many more we're going to be able to play. And so I think as a team that night, we didn't know what was going to happen next, but we knew that, this could be this could be our last game. And so I think as a team, all the seniors I know kind of just took it play by play, and I think we had a pretty good night that night.
Josh Mayhem, you got a little late start on baseball. You started at 14, but obviously it turned out to be a smart move for you because you played all 4 years at high school. You're going to go to Marion Military Institution. So knowing you got a late start and you kind of finished out your season a little early under Coach Hamrick, and, I know he's a coach everybody loves in the community. Talk about what it was like playing for him.
I actually started at 4.
I'm sorry, I messed that up on you.
It's okay. But
So what was it like playing for Coach?
Playing for Coach, he's one of the best coaches I've ever had. And when I got here and started playing for Thompson in 8th grade, he was always working with the younger kids. And I just felt great and was happy to be a part of his team.
So Josh Roberts, that means you guys have played together because I think most of you all started around 8th grade playing there.
Yes, ma'am.
Talk about playing for Coach a little bit. What it was like playing for him and the type of person he is.
It was really fun. He cares about everyone in the program. He's a great coach. He knows what he's talking about. And it's really fun because he jokes around with everyone. It's a good time.
Harrison, I'm going to come back to you. Do you think the decision to end the season early was the right move for our high school officials?
Yeah. I mean, looking at the big picture, you just don't want people to get sick. And, I mean, we knew it was going to happen eventually, so it is what it is, real.
I'm going to kind of go through you guys real quickly and let you guys just say something to your coaches and the underclassmen or Thompson. We'll start with Saxon. Go ahead, and I'm going to just let you take a second to say how you feel about the season, the team, the coaches, any kind of thank you you'd like to say.
I just say thank you to all the coaches, Parker, Sparacino, Hamrick, Walker. I mean, they take so much time out of their day, their families. I mean, it's really nice of them to help us and coach us up all the time, all the weekends and late practices. And I just say to the underclassmen just to keep working hard and, I mean, really just play your game like it's your last. You really never know when it may end.
I just want to say thank you to all the coaches because they put countless hours in with us day in, day in and night. And just want to say to the younger kids that just to keep working and play like it's your last.
I just want to say thank you to all the coaches for everything you've done for all of us, always putting your time into us. And to the underclassmen, it's going to go by quick. Always play like it's going to be your last day.
Just thank you to the coaches. There's a lot of behind-the-scenes stuff that they do, like getting the field ready and fundraising. I feel like a lot of people don't appreciate it, but they do a lot. And then the underclassmen, just be a dog, hold it down.
So Harrison and Josh M., we're going to see you guys together at Marion Military Institution. So good luck to you guys there.
Thank you.
Thank you.
It's been so awesome to watch you guys play. I saw you when y'all kind of logged on. Y'all kind of started chatting real quick and laughing and cutting up, so you can tell the bond is there. So I know that'll kind of continue. Good luck to each of you, and thank you so much for taking time to talk to us today.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Jerry, when I text Coach Hamrick to find out who his seniors were, he called. He was so grateful that we were giving these guys exposure and asked that we put the manager on and the announcer on. So we're going to try to get those guys on next week, if not then the coming week. But we're trying to showcase all of our seniors. But first, we're going to take a quick break. When we come back, we're going to talk to Dr. Hester about the Light It Up movement that Thompson High School did this week.
In these changing times, we want all of our local businesses to know how much they mean to our communities. Most, if not all, are still open and conducting business in some way or another. So please contact each business directly to find out how we can continue to support them. We also want all of our student athletes to know how proud we are of you, and we're looking forward to seeing you back in action soon. Thanks for watching the Weekly Warrior Preview right here on Alabaster Living.
Welcome back in, everybody, to the Weekly Warrior Preview. Every week it seems like in so much gratitude we welcome in Dr. Hester, and I know, Donette, we can't thank him enough, Kim.
No, we can't. And this week I was wondering, what will I talk to him about? And then Thompson put something out on social media that almost brought me to tears. And I want to talk to Dr. Hester about this, the Be the Light. I don't know if you saw this or not, but they went through the campus and started turning the lights on. And I get emotional thinking about it, seeing talking about the first and the last for our athletes and saying that they're still there. Dr. Hester, what was the idea behind doing this video?
Okay, well, first of all, thank you guys again for allowing me to be on and share information and talk to you guys. So I really appreciate that. As far as Be the Light goes, it was an amazing opportunity. We had noticed that there were some schools in other parts of the nation, really, in other states that had started this movement, and Pam Vickers was the one who brought my attention to it, and she had seen that I think in some things that she had been researching or looking at, and of course she shared it with me and had the idea, had the vision of not only doing the Be the Light movement, which was generally it was where schools were turning on their stadium lights, turning on lights on the campus to honor their senior class as the class of 2020, and there was schools were doing it at 8:20 at night, which in military time that's 2020, in honor of them, and they were shining those for roughly 20 minutes, all for seniors. And of course we said yes, by all means, let's go ahead and do that. But and again, Pam has a tremendous vision. Pam Vickers does, and I don't know if you guys know this or not, but if she wasn't an educator right now, she would definitely be in advertising and promotion. She does an excellent job in a lot of those types of things. Y'all are familiar with the parade of graduates that we do. That was also her idea. So she's always coming up with these great ideas. And so what we wanted to do with this Be the Light was not only turn the lights on, but we decided to get Kevin Henderson with Sky Bama involved, Brooke Dennis, who is our TV and film, and you guys know Brooke with her work with DHS TV and what they do just from just with our students during the school year and with events and things. And so she got involved with the editing of it, adding the music to it, and we just wanted it to be a video that shared our true feelings. So we did have a meeting prior to that. Last Thursday actually was when we met, and we just shared what we wanted that to look like. What do we want to really convey in terms of our feelings and our and the first and foremost, we miss our students. We miss people being in the building. We miss our teachers and staff. We miss our community, being able to come in and out of our facilities and be in the stands and be at the games and be at be in the classrooms, our students, and all the things that go on, because I mean this campus is so lively and so busy all of the time, 7 days a week throughout the school year. I mean, there's very rarely a weekend that we don't have something going on up here. So it's not just school day or during the school week. It's every day. It's all the time. And to go from all of that activity to not being able to do anything is quite that's difficult. And that was what we wanted to express. But we didn't want to express it we wanted it to be subtle. We wanted it to be very professionally done, and it was. And they did a tremendous job with it. From Pam with the vision to Brooke with the editing and all the things that she did. Kevin with the video footage. We had several other people involved in that. Coach Pitts was involved with a lot of the idea and the media platform information that went out. EP, y'all know EP, Elizabeth Patrick. She was here to help us with the lights that night, and so was Mr. Thigpen, one of our assistant principals, was here. Dr. Vickers was here during the shooting and the footage that was going on. I was here, and we wanted it to be perfect, really. We wanted it to be just as close to perfect as we could get, because we wanted not only our seniors to know that we missed them but we wanted it to resonate with them, and not only our seniors, but also our students, all of our students, all of our parents, and everybody involved. And so it was just a heartfelt message that was dedicated to them.
I like the part on the video too. It wasn't just for the seniors. You guys mentioned whether it's your first Friday night or your last. You know, you went through not just athletics. You looked at the band, the theater, the cafeteria labs, everything. You know, and I didn't go to Thompson. I'm not from Alabaster. I'm from South Alabama, but, you know, I feel like I'm part of the Thompson family. And just watching it, you could just see how much love went into making that. And it felt like you feel like that was a home for so many people. So you guys did a fantastic job. Brooke Dennis and her team have been unbelievable to work with for us on Friday nights. We cannot thank her and the students enough for letting us just play a role in what these kids are doing. You know, and you mentioned it's business all the time at Thompson, and that hasn't stopped. Your coaches are still hard at work. How are they getting around this right now? How are they holding meetings and stuff?
Well, they are. They're conducting Google Hangouts. They've been doing Zoom meetings. They meet very regularly with their student athletes. You know, multiple times a week, making sure that they're okay, that they're getting what they need, that they're staying healthy, that they're following the guidelines that are in place right now with social distancing and all of that. But they're also just making sure that they're doing okay from a mental standpoint, an emotional standpoint, but also from a physical standpoint. And they continue to share and reshare, you know, workout information and just things that our kids can be doing right now to stay on point and to keep that edge as much as possible. You certainly can't recreate what our coaches do and what our programs do, because we don't get to use the equipment and the facilities that we have here on campus. But seeing a lot of our students and seeing their interactions, I know that they are as hungry as ever, and they're taking advantage of every opportunity to as individuals, develop those skills, to continue to work. Our coaches are also playing a very pivotal role, critical role, in making sure that our student athletes are all staying engaged academically and learning and taking care of their distance learning and online and doing those things. So they've been a tremendous help on the academic side, like they always are. Our coaches are always so strongly invested in the academics of our students, student athletes, and their players, and they're coming through like heroes right now because of that, and they're making sure that their kids are staying engaged in all facets of their lives. So we're staying busy.
You are. And I want to ask you one more question before we bring Jerry in and kind of close out the show. You mentioned the mental side of it. You know, and for our athletes, this is a big change. And we want to make sure athletes know you may not be at the gym. And it may be a lot to take in. Like you're wondering, what's next for me? Where am I? Don't be afraid to reach out to our coaches. Our coaches are there for these kids more than ever right now.
That's right.
And so we want parents and athletes to know, call your coaches, you know, call EP, call any of them, because that's what you guys are there for. You guys are there not just to help them on the physical side, but also to kind of help them get through this on the mental side as well.
That's correct. That's great. It's the total full whole person experience with our, you know, and that's one of the reasons why our coaches and our programs are so successful, is because they don't just focus on what's going on athletically or physically with our kids. It's every part of their lives they're involved in, and so they're getting a chance to really take more time to focus on that right now, and it certainly is paying off.
Absolutely. We're going to bring Jerry back in and kind of close out our show. Dr. Hester, we thank you so much for taking the time to join us in these weeks as we kind of continue the Weekly Warrior preview each week, you know, kind of change what we normally do this time of year. You know, we want to make sure everybody stays up to date what Thompson's doing. We may not be in that building, but that building's not what makes Thompson. We are still there, and we're still got plans for our students, and you guys are still working as hard as ever. And when we come back, it's going to be stronger and better than ever.
That's absolutely right. that's what we're planning on, and we can't wait to bring that to reality because it's coming soon. We're ready for it.
Jerry?
You know, Dr. Hester, I hope you don't ever decide to go into broadcasting because my job would be in jeopardy. You're very good at this. And so, well, just thanks so much for everything you're doing. And the whole interview, I was sitting there, and even though I didn't ask you a question, I want you to know the way you are leadership and the way the whole community is responding under your leadership and under Dr. Vickers' leadership is absolutely amazing. We can't thank you enough.
Well, thank you, Jerry. And if it wasn't for, again, like the platform that you guys have and what you do to extend our message and to share it with everyone, and the way you guys intertwine everything about what we're doing as a school system into athletics, in and out of athletics, is also something. I think that's a testament for our community and for our school system. Because I don't think there's another school system or another community out there that sees the connections, such powerful connections between athletics and everything else that we do. But it's so strongly connected, and that's what I think makes us all successful in doing this right now and managing this issue and navigating what we're going through right now.
Absolutely. I get calls all the time wanting to know how in the world we're able to put all this information out there, and that's because we work together. There's a lot of communities that don't even know who their school principal is, much less the fact that he's on there every week almost, telling everybody what's going on. So we're the envy of a lot of communities, not only around the state, but around the country. And that's just a testament to Thompson High School teachers and leadership. This is our 4th edition of Quarantine, as we've been calling it. So we're going to keep doing this every week. And Donette, I know it's a little bit difficult that we don't get to see everybody face to face, especially you and I as we're doing this show, but we're getting it out there.
We are getting out there, making it happen. Thanks to the coaches at Thompson for being so willing to kind of give us their athletes' numbers and get things set up for us. Thank you to Dr. Hester and Dr. Pitts and everyone else for being a part of this show. And thank you guys for watching us each and every Thursday night here on the Weekly Warrior Preview on Alabaster Living. Share this show with your friends. Go support our sponsors. They are a big part of our community. And now more than ever, it's very important to kind of stop by, say, hey, buy something online, anything you can do. We will see you guys next Thursday at 7:30.